Hi. Um, I am just sitting at home. I have a brief pause this morning before I go and get some love. It's been a really huge few months in our household, in life, in work, and so much beauty and also so much maybe not so beautiful things, which is fine because, such is life. This is just how it is. And I was going to do a bit of filming for the nervous system because it was a really interesting conversation that came up over the weekend, and it reminded me a lot about some of the things that I learnt both in my corporate days, because I had quite an interest in human behavior and psychology and the nervous system, and how that also integrated with yoga, and these, ancient scripts that really spoke about the nervous system, and the senses and sense perception in their own way as well. So I will do that at some point, just not yet. I am feeling like after I got 5 videos filmed yesterday while the kids were at school. This is their last day today before school holidays for a couple of weeks, and then I will be able to get back filming again after that. So I've got some prepped to release over the next few weeks, which is amazing. But I really want to spend some time recording this other stuff, these little talks for you to learn from, because I think it's really important to recognize that yoga isn't just a physical practice. And if you were on my Substack or my email list, you would have gotten a little short 5-minute voice note, kind of like a podcast, but not actually. And it was me having a bit of a late night ramble about how, in general, we see yoga as this really physical practice, but it's not so much. Anyways, I've got so many ideas and things that I would like to share from that perspective, and they are coming. But what I'm finding is that I have to really work up the courage to feel able to share my experience and what I've learned and what's worked, because there's so much, I don't know, maybe it's just who I follow, but there's so much noise in the online space around right or wrong, and I don't want to dismiss what feels right or wrong to other people, but it makes it feel really scary for me to be like, to share, this is my experience, or this is what was passed to me, and this is how I've embodied, tested, thought about, sat with, worked through all of these different things, or this is my lens on a particular yogic topic or philosophy. It feels really edgy to do that right now because I don't know everything, and I'm still learning everything. Learning, unlearning, relearning, unlearning. And I think that is such a big part of life and living. And part of me often wonders, if we were to stop learning or view ourselves as complete, then what are we even here for? If we were to think, I know everything about this subject now, and so that makes me an expert, and therefore there's nothing further for me to learn or experience, then what are we even here for? Why are we even here? And I think a lot of what I see and read and observe online or through people I know is that I'm not sure that those people necessarily see themselves to be experts, but they definitely, maybe in their own way, like me, are passionate about wanting to pass on some of this knowledge. And over the weekend, the 5 days I was supporting a yin yoga training with a beautiful teacher, Jack. And at the end of the training, I guess one of the things that I really wanted to share with her and with the group was that it is a courageous act to gain, test, feel, experience, embody all of those things, knowledge in some way, something that might have been passed to you, and then to share it on again. It takes such bravery and such courage to do so. And I do feel so inspired by Jack for how she did that and for her humility in that. And I hope that as I start to share more of these videos, that I'm able to share some of that humility too. And I hope that I'm able to find the bravery and the courage to do so in this, in what feels like a really permanent place. You know, I'm sharing something in an online studio that's going to go to people all around the place. It's maybe going to get them thinking or get them curious in some way. And I would always want them to then take what feels right and feels authentic and share that on in their own way or practice it in their own way, without any dogma or rules or, without them feeling like you can do it wrong, because there's no wrong way to do life. I think there's so many ways to experience life, and some feel good and some don't feel good, and that still all is actually part of the human experience. So anyways, that's my little video of why I'm not doing a video today. A 7-minute video to tell you that. But I hope that I will see you in my online studio soon. There are some really cool stories that have lit me up in sharing them from a philosophy perspective, from pranayama, from meditation, yoga nidra, what it is. So there's lots there, and there is going to be more to come, and I look forward to sharing it with you all.